So no one told you that the mad dragons have their say. Their tails are wild, their laughs, they never ever sway. It's like they're always on a roller coaster ride. They'll talk about the game, the players, the score, the goals, and all of the tries. And I'll tune in for you when the dragons start to soar, like I've done times before. I'll tune in for you, cause you're there for me too. The Mad Dragon Vodcast is the place to be. With stories and adventures, it's all you'll ever need. Your friends warned you that there'd be fun like this, but they didn't tell you how much fun you'd have and never wanna miss. I'll tune in for you when the dragons start to soar, like I've done times before. I'll tune in for you, cause you're there for me too. Your friends warned you that there'd be fun like this, but did they tell you how much fun you'd have and never wanna miss? Tune in for you when the dragons start to soar, like I've done times before. I'll tune in for you, cause you're there for me too. Until we say, when the dragons start to soar, like I've done times before. I'll tune in for you, cause you're there for me too. So no one told you that the mad dragons have their say. Their tails are wild, their laughs, they never ever sway. It's like they're always on a roller coaster ride. They'll talk about the game, the players, the score, the goals, and all of the tries. And I'll tune in for you.
Well, there you go. Well, good day, Dragons fans. I'm Big T, and this is the Mad Dragons Vodcast Team List Tuesday, where we do it with the lights on so you can see what's coming. If you know, you know. And this week we're heading down to Shark Park, Ocean Protect Stadium, where the so-called big bag Cronulla Sharks get another reminder that the Dragons are the big brother in this rivalry. Now, look, the Sharks might technically lead the head-to-head 31-24, but we're not handing out trophies for historical trivia. What actually matters is the last time we played, and it was a 22-4 win to the Dragons. And let's not forget, this is our most played opponent ever. 59 clashes over the years. No team has seen more of the Dragons, and no team has been reminded more often who sets the tone in this rivalry. Sure, Shark Park hasn't been the happiest hunting ground lately. Our last win there, I think it was 2018. But that just means the ledger is overdue for correction. Cronulla, they love to puff their chests out at home, but deep down they know who's coming. The Sharks are the noisy neighbours, but the Dragons are the landlords coming for the rent. So buckle up, Dragons fans. It's rivalry footy, it's Shark Park, and it's Big Brother coming to remind Little Brother how the family tree actually works. It's the Mad Dragons Vodcast. Let's get into it. All right.
US.
How are you, boys? How are you, Scoop? Thanks for joining us.
Big T.
You had a good Tuesday?
Yep, work as usual.
Work as usual. Talking about work, looks like Billy's had a sickie to be here tonight.
Yeah.
How are you, Bill?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, I've been a bit sick, but slowly getting better.
Bit of a cold there, I see.
Yeah, a little bit chilly. So yeah, but
All right.
Dragons winning definitely helped a bit with that on the weekend. So yeah,
It
hopefully
helped a little bit. Yes, let's say good day to some of our fans that are already on. Annie, how are you, mate? Yeah, look, who is Big Brother? We are Big Brother. Don't worry about that. Listen, Marie's here as well. Hello. We've seen the Blueberry Legend a few times. Shark fin soup. We should have called it shark fin soup instead of the local derby, but I wasn't quick enough. And Hoppy's here too. I hope he doesn't mind me calling him Hoppy. And May Dibbs just quickly snuck in before we before we get into the
sponsor.
No, we'll get to the sponsor. Don't worry. Scoop, can you run us through this heap?
So in first place, you got the Puny Panthers. In second, you got Up the Wires. In third, you got the Roosters, Billy's brother's team, but who cares about Billy's brother? In fourth, you got the Newcastle Knights. In fifth, you got the Manly Sea Eagles. In sixth, you got the South Sydney Pommy Rabbitohs. In seventh, you got the Dolphins. In rounding out the top 8, you got Little Brother. In ninth, you got the Cowboys. In 10th, you got the Tigers. Yeah, in 11th, you got the Broncos that we beat last week. Right on the buzzer. In 12th, you got the Canberra Raiders. In 13th, the most disappointed team so far after the huge season last year, the Melbourne Storm. In 14th, you got the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. In 15th, you got the Parramatta Squeals. In 16th, you got the Gold Coast Titans. And 17th, just only managing to have one win after 15 rounds of footy, you got the St. George Dragons.
Well, thanks for that scoop. Well, that's all we've got time for tonight. Redford, no, just kidding. Just kidding. Okay, don't forget, if you comment tonight, you get an entry into the Jockey Wheel for a $75 gift voucher. So get commenting. All right, what have we got coming up next? I think we'll do a bit of this. Behind Enemy Lines, brought to you. We haven't got a spot. We haven't got a guest again. I've got all these questions for him. I'll have to ask you two guys what's going on. I don't know how much you'll be able to help with that, but we'll do some of this. Well, there we go. There's the Gummy side. Will Kennedy at the back, Sam Stone Street, and Ronald Mulatalo on the wings. Jesse Ramian and Marween Hiroti in the centres, Braden Trindle and Nawahai Peru in the half. He had a good game last week. We'll have to watch him. Adam Fanua Blake, who had a poor game in State of Origin, Jaden Beryl, Toby Rudolph, Britton Nirakora, Teague Wilton, Cam McGuinness locks the scrum. Sister Sai Talakai, he's another danger. Billy Burns, Jesse Calhoun, Tommy Hazleton, the other Peru brother, Oregon Kafusi rolls out the interchange bench. Rolly Jones, K.L. Iro, and Sione Katoa round out the bench.
Sorry to interrupt, Big T. Can I pronounce some of the names, but you kind of missed up? Sorry.
No, you do, mate.
We'll
carry on. We'll carry on. Everybody knows who I mean. You can ask the first question that I was going to ask our guest. I want you to admit that the Dragons are still big brothers in this game. Yeah, and it was all about no Nico Hines. Without Nico steering the ship, where do the Sharks get their direction from? Will Peru back it up from last week, and does it hurt losing Brayley and Nico for the spine? Billy, can you how much is Nico out and Brayley out going to be bad for the Sharks?
It's huge, to be honest, because Blake Brayley has probably been the best hooker in the competition this year, and Nico Hines is also very creative. He's won a Daily M medal before, and he's one of the best playmakers in the comp as well. So to have two key members of their spine out against us on the weekend, we really need to take advantage of that. And yeah, I mean, we can't take it easy, because even though them two are out, they're still gonna have players like Braden Trindle, and their back rowers can break the game open. So yeah, we still need to take it to them. That's for sure.
We do. Also, Scoop, Sione Katoa also out, and KL Iro, even though they've been named on the bench. Do you think that's a ruse by Fitzy?
I think it is, because I was going to say, since Sione Katoa and Jesse Ramian have both agreed to sign deals to go elsewhere beyond this season to the Cowboys. I'm gonna say Jesse Ramian might get dropped for KL Iro, and Ramian and Katoa won't get any more game time this year.
That's a have you got your tinfoil hat for that one?
Probably.
Okay. Before we go anywhere else, we've got to play this guy.
All right, Dragons fans, before we rip into this week's game, let's talk about a local business that absolutely knows how to get the job done. If you're running a warehouse, moving locations, upgrading your storage, or staring down the barrel of a lease make good, you need the team at Complete Warehouse Solutions. These guys aren't some big city outfit who don't know the area. They're family owned, based right here in Lake Illawarra, servicing the Illawarra and beyond. And when they say complete, they mean complete. New warehouse fit out, they'll measure it, design it, supply it, and install your pallet racking and shelving properly. Safe, compliant, and built to last. Relocating, they'll dismantle your racking, transport it, and rebuild it at the new site so you're back up and running faster than a Dragon's backline shift. End of lease and the landlord wants it back to bare bones? No dramas. They'll strip it out, repair it, repaint it, clean it, leave it looking like you were never there. And here's the smart bit. They even buy back quality used racking and storage systems. So instead of wasting money, you might actually put some back in your pocket. It's tough work, it's hands-on, it's industrial, and it's done by locals who take pride in doing it right. So if your warehouse needs muscle, experience, and a team that won't muck you around, get onto Complete Warehouse Solutions. Because just like the Dragons, when the pressure's on, you want the right team beside you. Complete Warehouse Solutions, your one-stop shop for getting the job done.
There you go, Complete Warehouse Solutions. Give them a phone call on 4257-1930 or 0417-223-409 for all your warehousing needs. You can contact Jeff at jeff@completews.com.au. And Jesse, no, I'm not still crying. I'm over it. We're going to win the next two. You guys are in trouble. Okay, a couple other questions I had for the bloke who was coming. His name was Pete. He'd come from Tenterfield, Cronulla fan, grew up down there, something like that. But he didn't turn up. He's still working, so he didn't make it tonight. Another one I was just going to ask him, do you think Cronulla fans, Billy, will be confident going into Sunday, seeing they've won 3 out of the last 5 and 2 byes, so they haven't played a lot of football?
It's always difficult at Shark Park. There's always an advantage when Sharks play at home because it's a small ground. So I feel you can feel a lot of the fans that are very close to you. So, it's not going to be easy, but we just have to take it to them. Like we did against the Broncos. If we front up with our forward pack, we're a real good chance. We just need to be unpredictable like we were on Sunday against Brisbane.
Yeah. Scoop, Jess was saying that Billy Burns should start. Do you agree ahead of Britton Nakora and T. Wilton?
I think so. Pretty much ahead of Britton Nakora. Because I've been watching our good mates, Dan and Terry from the Zero Tackle or the Outlaw show, and they've been saying to drop Britton Nakora for Billy Burns.
Yes.
So shout out to those two guys.
Yeah. Jesse Calhoun's been good, Billy. He's actually a Dragons junior, I think.
Yes, he is.
Jesse Calhoun. What do you think about getting him over, bringing him back?
I mean, it'd be good, but I feel we have already enough middle forwards that I think it's fine if Shark keep him. He's a good player. He's very good. He's proven himself over the last 2 years to be a very handy forward for the Sharks. He can start at lock and he can come off the bench. He's very valuable for them, and he's definitely a good player. But yeah, I wouldn't be targeting him. I think we've got a good enough forward pack. I think our forward pack for the future is looking bloody brilliant, and yeah, there's going to be some good clashes this weekend with that forward pack. So
There will be good clashes. Yeah. I was going to ask him, why does Shark Park, Pepsi, Caltex, Endeavour, what are the other names for that place? There's been that many names for the Shark Park. What's it called now?
Triangle.
What's it called now? Scoop?
Ocean Protect.
Yeah,
Ocean Protect Stadium. Something about not putting sewage in the ocean or something. It's about. So
I wouldn't be. Yeah. I don't know. All I know is I still call it Shark Park.
It's always been Shark Park to me.
Yeah.
And I remember when it was Endeavour. So that was a long, long time ago. You guys any?
It's also known as the Bermuda Triangle.
It is because people go there and get lost.
Big T. It's also
known as the swamp too, mate.
Yeah, but I would not be surprised because there's rain forecasted for this weekend, so we might get some Bermuda Triangle action at Shark Park. Yeah,
somebody back here actually said, "You won't be." How many times does Scoop go to say, "Would you be surprised?" So that's about 4 times now. So
no, twice.
Billy, any other players you're looking at in the Shark side that are going to be a threat?
Yeah, Trindle is the biggest threat in my opinion. He really took control of that game against Manly the other day, and Manly have been a good side ever since Seabold exited the club. So yeah, I mean, Brady Trindle is one I'd be worried about, and he always has a good against Dragons. So yeah, I'd be trying to take him out of the game legally. Yeah. I'm not saying injure him. But I'm just saying, shut him down. His kicking game is very good. He can run the ball brilliantly, and he can get his wingers open for a try as well. So, yeah, he's a very solid player. So just lock him down, and I think we could be right. Other than that, I think the forward pack clash, like I've said already, that will be good. And yeah, I think Will Kennedy is another player that's causing danger. So yeah, it's going to be a good matchup this weekend, and I'm looking forward to it.
When they're looking at moving Will Kennedy on after this season for either Liam Arson or who's the other fullback they've got coming up through the ranks? There's Liam Arson and I can't remember the other one. They've got 2 coming up through the ranks.
I'm not sure. All I'm going to say is Will Kennedy every year gets talked about saying, he's not the fullback. He's not good enough. He's a great fullback. I think people
He's a great fullback.
He's a great fullback. And so many people talk down on him like he's got so many issues. He's so dangerous. He's light on his feet. He's freaking quick. Yeah, I don't know why he gets talked about so badly, but he's a great fullback. So, I mean, Sharks, they should keep him. He's not demanding big money. So, yeah, he's a good fullback. Will Kennedy.
I'm looking forward to the middle here. Adam Fanil, Blake, Toby Rudolph up against the Couchman boys and Loco Pacifica Tonga here. I think they're going to really miss Brayley there with Jaden Barrels coming into the side. How much are they going to miss Brayley in the middle, Scoop?
I reckon they're going to miss him a lot because in the past, 13, 14 rounds, he's been by far the best hooker for him.
Yeah.
And I'm also hearing that the Sharks might be looking to move Jaden Beryl on because they've got that young kid, Xavier Sanchez, Can Suchanuni, I think it is, coming through the ranks.
Community. That'll be a good name to say in a few weeks. Okay, that's about it for the edges. Are going to be the edges. I think the edges are a bit weak on the Sharks, and I think our bench is better than their bench. Nanny. Okay, Billy, can you run us through the greatest team of all who beat the Broncos last week? The St. George Illawarra Dragons!
All right, so the fullback is Clint Gutherson, wingers Setutu and Matthew Feeney, the centres Moses Sully and Val Holmes, in the halves Daniel Atkinson and Kyle Flanagan. The front rowers are Lockor Jr. and Toby Couchman, and the hooker is Damien Cook. Your back rowers are Dylan Egan and Hamish Stewart, and finishing with the lock there, Ryan Couchman. Onto the bench, Jacob Little, Josh Kerr, Luciano Leilua, Blake Laurie, Lucky Kintogia, and Emre Gula. And on the extended bench is Tyrell Sloan, Jaden Sewer, who is potentially returning early because he had a calf injury a few weeks back. And then Nathan Lawson, with the coach being, the interim coach being Dean Young.
Dean Young. There was a question before, Scoop, about Dean Young. Is there any news on him becoming full-time coach?
So I watched 100% footy last night, Big T.
Yeah.
And Dean Young was on. He said he is open to negotiation with the Dragons to be the coach for the future. And it's also been confirmed that Connor Watson has been signed to the Dragons for a 1-year deal. He said Dean Young confirmed it last night.
I read it here somewhere.
I have the clip of Dean Young talking. Okay,
we'll have a look at that. Go on, if you can put it up.
I'm also going to say is the referees for the game this week, Liam Kennedy in the middle. One of the 2 touchies have been named. So the only one that's been named is Phil Henderson. And the bunker, they're ready to moan and groan, guys. We've got Ashley fucking Klein as the bunker referee.
I like Ashley. He's the guy.
Yes.
All right.
There we go. Billy's got something up there. We'll come back to that. We'll go back to Dino.
Yep.
Talking about chances of getting the Dragons job.
About your future. I mean, has there been any determination on the future of the coaching at the club and your future?
No, there hasn't. I'm just focused at 1 week at a time. It come around pretty quick, and Tuesday night going into round 8, I was taken over. And
so if I'm a player considering going to the Dragons, it's one of the first questions I ask: who's going to be the head coach next year? Do they ask those questions when you're interviewing players?
Yeah, they do, and I've been involved in a lot of the meetings with the players. I've obviously got a great relationship with Scott Drinkwater from my time at the Cowboys. I've worked with Keon with Tonga since 2019. Met Luke Metcalf for 2 hours and spoke to him about the style of play that I think will work in today's game and with the spine that the Dragons will have next year. So I just hope I get the opportunity to have a pre-season with him, Gus.
So it's the job you want. You want the job.
Yeah, I want the job. Yeah.
What about your future? I mean, has there been any determination on?
He wants the job. So that'll be. What do you think? He's won 1 game, Billy. Does he has the chance, or can't we judge him on what he's been left with?
I'm not judging him at all because I'm going to give him a fresh slate completely. The stuff he's done since coming in has all been the right things. Like, he said the right things. He's done the right things. He literally saved a future New South Wales forward from leaving our club because he wasn't getting any playtime at all for no reason, without being told. And, you know, he gave Cade Reid a chance. Unfortunately, he wasn't quite ready, I don't think, and he got injured straight away. So, yeah, that's a bit of an unfortunate thing that happened. But just giving those guys a chance, getting everyone ready for next year, which I think is the big picture. He's done well at that, but results obviously need to happen. And we've only had one result since he's come in, but at the same time, it's not completely his squad. A lot of it was Shane Flanagan's recruits that just weren't standing up at the time, and we saw on the weekend those guys when they have a big game, they win. They will win a footy game. So
Exactly right.
I do not care at this point. I'd be willing to give the guy a chance because he's played for the club. He loves the club. He'll only have the right intentions. The only thing is if the footy looks good. So that's what we got to wait and see. Him or Ben Hornby, I wouldn't mind because I've seen Ben Hornby coach and he's exceptional. So, yeah, it'll be a tight race. But right now, I think Dean Young is the front runner and rightly so. Yeah, he's doing a lot of good things with the club.
Yeah, people are saying give him a go. Again, I'm still not too sure. He might have been a good player in his days, but good players don't make good coaches. We've seen that. We've seen that before. But I think he has changed the team and the direction of the team. So, I think it's a good one. All right, Scoop, what do you think about this?
I think the signing of Connor Watson on a 1-year deal is a semi-okay signing because he is going to PNG in 2 years' time. So just pretty much that stock fill gap till we find another utility to go on the bench because I don't see Kyle Flanagan being at club beyond this season. I'm going to say it again, Big T. I would not be surprised if Kyle Flanagan get told to move on from the club.
I think he might go to the UK myself, Kyle Flanagan, but he's selling his house. He's selling his house on the waterfront. A couple of $1 million if you've got that in your pocket. Go down and buy it. Okay. Where's this Dragons? I think it's a good thing Connor Watson's coming too. So, I'm happy with it. Billy, you happy with it?
I'm happy it's 1 year. I wouldn't be happy if it was more. I think we need a permanent hooker. Sure, he's versatile, but I think we're probably waiting for a guy on the market to come available like Owen Paddy and or Sam Healy, a player like that to come off contract list, and so we can go and target him because those are proper hookers that are under better first grade hookers that can't get a chance. So I think for 1 year it's fine, but yeah, I guess we have to wait and see. I'm still not sure completely.
Yeah. I think we ran through this side, didn't we, Bill?
Yeah, we did run through our draft.
We run through it. Well, just run through it one more time because it's such a good side. They beat the Broncos last week. I'm going to say that 15 times tonight. So, yeah, they beat the Broncos last week. Run through that side one more time.
All right, let's run through it again. The fullback, Clint Gutherson. The greatest wingers of all time, Setutu and Matt Feeney. Centers are Val Holmes and Matthew Feeney. And Moses Sully, sorry. Sorry, I'm a bit blind still. The halves are Daniel Atkinson and Kyle Flanagan. The front rowers, Locko Pacific Tonga and Toby Couchman. The hooker is Damien Cook. The back rowers are Dylan Egan and Hamish Stewart. The lock is Ryan Couchman. Returning from injury, Jacob Little on the bench. Josh Kerr, Luciano Leilua, Blake Laurie, Wyken King Togia, Emre Gula. And in the reserves, Tyrell Sloan, Jaden Sewer, and Nathan Lawson. And the interim coach is Dean Young, of course.
Nice. Yes. What was my first question to one of you guys? Little name to return, Scoop. He's been named the last few weeks and he's been pulled out late every time. Do you think he's ready this time?
I don't really know, Big T. We'll just have to wait and see what happens when it gets closer to kickoff.
Yeah. It was a hamstring injury for Little, wasn't it?
I think it was, yeah. I'm not too.
Yeah, the the hamstrings are very, 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 very
Finicky.
Yeah.
they are very finicky.
It is his hammy. It is. And
Yeah.
you know what? It's been a problem. And the only thing that concerns me about Jacob Little is that he's been injured a little bit. And when he first came to us, he was injury prone at Tigers. So we knew very well that was a risk. And it looked good there for quite a bit. But now he's starting to get injured a bit. I'm starting to think
Yeah, but I think
manage it.
I think at the Tigers they were knee injuries. I'm not sure. He was actually earmarked to be the player that they built the Tigers around when he was first coming through. They thought he was that good of a player. They're going to build the team around him. And then when we got him, I thought, you a beauty. But the injuries of hand injuries, hammy injuries.
Yeah. I think we just got to manage him till the end of the season and then give him the full preseason to just, get back to himself. I think probably less minutes that means, but I just don't want to risk him getting injured. So, yeah.
All right. I'll stay with you there, Billy. Sewer named on the extended bench.
Yep.
Do you think he's a starter or he's in the 17?
Yeah. If he's fit to go, 100%. I mean, I'd play him over the last three players on that interchange bench there, even Josh Kerr. So, I'd put him in the side definitely. I think he'd be useful. I think having him on the bench, though, I think we keep our starting side the way it is because Jaden Sewer's not going to be there next year. So we shouldn't have him starting when our future is starting. And, yeah, our future there has been our forward pack there has been really good. So, yeah, I think don't damage the starting forward pack. Leave it the way it is. Jaden Sewer can come off the bench, provide a great impact. You know what we'll get from him. He's always tough. He's got good runs, and he can score a few tries here and there. So, yeah, if he's 100% fit to go, definitely have him on the bench.
And Scoop Emre Gula, he didn't have a bad game last week, but he's moving further and further down the pecking order there. He's down to number 19 now. Do you think he'll get a run this week?
No, I don't think he will get a run because we've got good young forwards coming up and through. I don't see Emre Gula or maybe Josh Kerr getting a run this week because if we do have a backline play goes down, we have either Tyrell Sloan or Nathan Lawson that can play. I don't see Emre Gula.
They need to come into the side before they cut it out. They cut him off. I'm not sure. Jaden Sewer might make it into the 19.
Yeah,
but I don't know about Tyrell Sloan making it this week.
No, I think Emre Gula probably plays anyway.
Yeah,
I think Dean Young doesn't mind him as a player. From what the minutes he gets about 25, 30. So he's still prioritising the young forwards, but Emre Gula's still getting minutes, and he hasn't been awful. I'll be honest.
He hasn't been. No, he's done he's just done his job. I think that's all he had to do. Tackle and make 10 meters every run, and he's just done that. Yeah. Stay there, Bill Luch. Didn't get minutes last week. Your thoughts on that?
It's a bit weird because he's been probably our best player all year, along with Hamish and Toby Couchman. So, yeah, I mean, I hope we extend him for a year. I think keep giving him year-on-year contracts because it works, and we need experience, right? We don't have enough experienced forwards, so. I think we need to keep Luciano. Look, he said today he wants to stay at the Dragons for the foreseeable future. So, well, I think we should keep him and he should get minutes. I think 0 minutes was a bit disgraceful, but unfortunately, I think Gutherson went down with some sort of calf injury. I think we'll have to wait and see what the results are are on that, but he seems okay to play. And unfortunately, that meant Luciano missed out on the weekend. So
Yeah.
hopefully, hopefully he plays this week.
Yeah, that was my next question, Scoop. Gutho named, but did you hear anything about his injury, his calf injury?
I heard a little bit of a calf injury, but not too much.
No. So I'm not really sure. If anybody in the comments, I've got to catch up on some of these comments.
It was
I'm working by myself. This one here was going to be my next question. It does. It creates like in King Tonga. He hasn't had a game for a little while. So should they go back and have a run in reserve grade?
Yeah, for sure. Blake Laurie's barely got any minutes at all this season, and
That's right. Yeah,
he just sits on the bench, is hopeful to get minutes, and then doesn't get anything into reserve grade because it was with the first grade side the day before or the day after or whatever. I mean, the day before, I can understand you're planning to play him because he's in your starting 17 or whatever.
Yeah.
But plans change during the game. So if it's after the first grade game, send them back down to reserve grade.
Yeah.
Let them get minutes in. Let them get the fitness in. Because like in Kintogia, has not played any sort of footy for about maybe 4 weeks since that Knights game. I mean, what Ben Young's done with Jacob Halengahu is great, I think. Like, he sent him back down to reserve grade so he can get minutes. He's the captain. He's leading. He's making big meters every game. He's playing 80 minutes. So, yeah, I mean, I think we should do that with a few more of the forwards that don't get the chance here.
Mm. And Johnny Burke's saying that Gutho doesn't play, Tyro Sloan will come into the side. What are your thoughts, Scoop, of putting Val Holmes at the back and bringing in Nathan Lawson to play? I don't know. I'm just throwing up questions, suggestions.
Well, the one player that we do need to drop is... Well, I want to drop... If I was the coach, I would drop Val Holmes if he doesn't improve on his...
He had an awesome game the other day.
He did. He had his best game. I wouldn't drop him now.
He's back, baby.
Hopefully he's back now completely. But,
yeah, so do I. I hope so as well.
I wonder who else we're going to extend beyond this season because we've got Laurie, Sloan, I think Emre Gula's another player.
Well, we've got talking about Laurie and Emre Gula. If they don't come back, we've got 2 young blokes coming through with the names of Hutchison and Webber. Webster, Webber or Webster? Jacob Webber.
Jacob Webster. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, he's another one. They'll be in our lineup very, very soon.
I think Nick Sagrana should also be there eventually.
Well, he actually comes back this week, so
yeah,
he makes a return to the lower grades. So questions. And Lawson, I don't think he'll have a chance in this side unless something happens.
I don't know.
I think it's the first time he's been named this year, actually. Nathan Lawson.
Yeah, I think so. I haven't seen his name. But Ben Murdoch-Masila is also back in reserve grade.
We'll have a look at that a bit later on in reserve grade. Big BMM, good kid. All right. Next one. Who am I echoing on? Scoop.
Yes.
How much did the win over the Broncos change your belief on what this Dragons side can do?
Good question, Big T.
I know it is. I wrote it.
I think it's bringing some huge belief for our boys, but it could click them into action to kickstart our season to try to get off the bottom of the ladder to start pushing up. So hopefully the win over the Broncos last week will inspire our team to start winning more games this year, whatever games we've got left.
Yeah, I knew we had some stuff in it, some in us, you know, like I knew we could win games, and the last 4 weeks has proved that we have improved over the last 4 weeks. I think we had a bit of a hiccup a couple of weeks ago, but we have improved.
Yeah.
So, Billy, how important is to carry this momentum into the Sharks game and really take it to the Sharks?
Well, like you said, we've improved a whole lot. I mean, I think I started noticing the improvement at the Panthers game, and then the Warriors game was tough. We were gritty, but we just lacked the quality. Then against the Broncos, we were quality for 60, 65 minutes. We held them out very well, and fortunately, Gutho goes down when they score their second try. Probably changed a little bit. But yeah, we're improving week by week, and I think the fans are starting to notice that a little bit too. There's a little bit more positivity now. We finally got the win, and this week against the Sharks is huge because I don't think the local derby could come at a better time. Finally got a little bit of confidence there, so I reckon it's going to be a big clash this weekend. Very close game.
You talked about how Gutho going off. Toro Sloan came on.
Yeah.
And would have Gutho made that tackle on Katoni Staggs as he was going down the sideline?
Well, it's hard to say. It's hard to say because Gutherson made a try saver on Payne Haas.
He did?
He made a try saver on Karapani, I think, over the try line. And Sloan made that try saver on Katoni Staggs.
Yeah, it was a good tackle.
If Gutherson was on the field that whole time, I don't know if we even get into that sort of situation because Gutho's defensively very sound in terms of getting his numbers right and sort of stuff like that. But what I do know is Sloan actually finally put his body on the line, made a very important legs tackle on Katoni Staggs, who probably would have strolled over if he didn't make it. So
yeah.
I will give a lot of credit to Sloaney there because, yeah, he's done a few try savers this year. One against the Knights. I'm not sure if everyone remembered that because we lost by 40 in the end. But, yeah.
That's right, yeah. It was.
If we could just somehow find his attack, because it's gone a little bit missing, Sloaney's attack. But if we can just somehow unlock it again, he's a good. He can be very useful. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to have a little chat with Sloaney and give him a couple of pointers. Jess is saying no reveals yet because there are two massive shows coming up. We can't say anything yet, so I don't even know if Scoop knows. So two massive shows. I'm only joking. Two massive shows. Don't forget, if you comment, you go into the jockey draw for $75. You can't buy. You can buy pace. You got to go. Avid Relay's available. Tigers offered him a 3-year contract. I wouldn't mind seeing him in a red V. He's in a red V at the moment, isn't he? At the Dolphins. So Shibasaki. I'd like to see Shibasaki come down.
Apparently, he's going to Shibasaki. There is rumors going around. He's going to the Perth Bears.
Ooh, Perth Bears are looking good. And realistically, I reckon we can win them all. We're going all the way this year, mate. We're going into the semis. Here we go. All right, questions.
I want to thank Ben Hunt. What a legend. What an absolute...
I forgot to mention that the other day on Sunday.
Thank
you, Ben Hunt.
Thank you, Ben Hunt. Thank you for saying... for giving us one last...
Roll of the dice.
Shit kick.
Yeah, shit kick. But, you know what?
It was a good kick. It was a good kick for us, actually. It was a good kick.
Yeah.
Giving us a good kick for once.
He did it against Parramatta a few years ago when we were down by 4. So, I don't forget that. And, yeah, I don't
think he's going to get extended by the Broncos, Ben Hunt.
I think he'll retire probably. I think he'll retire.
Yeah.
He's a lot older now, and he's been a great player. But yeah, he's done a lot. He's accomplished a lot. He's dropped the ball in the grand final. Got him.
He's won a grand final after getting knocked out.
Yeah,
That's right. He wasn't even playing in the game.
And he won Origin single handedly for the Queensland side. So yeah, he's been a great player. But I do want to thank him because that was awesome. That kick was awesome.
Broncos are losing a lot of players this year. They lost Reynolds, they lost Haas, they're losing Arthurs, they're losing Shibasaki.
Yeah.
They may be losing Hunt.
I think they can replace Shibasaki and Arthurs quite easily, but Reynolds, Hunt, and Haas are all huge players that are leaving. So, especially Haas.
And Walters. They're losing Walters as well.
There's no way in hell that they can replace Haas with anyone. I mean, they've signed Mitch Barnett, but he's nowhere near as good as Payne Haas. So, yeah.
Well, that's what South didn't think that when they got rid of Cleon Kolomatangi, but he's better than Haas. I'm glad we've got him. Billy,
yeah.
What impressed you most about the Dragons' middle last week? We actually held our own against the Broncos, and we held our own against the Warriors the week before.
It's one thing I think that's been consistent this year, Big T, is that the middles hold their own every week. I don't think that's ever been the hugest problem. I think the meters we make are quite good. I think maybe against the Roosters we got bullied, but other than that, the middles are usually strong. I think it's more just the predictability of the back line, and that changing on the weekend went a long way because we were able to create a few tries, and Atkinson finally looked like, a solid 5'8". He chipped, he grabbed the ball to himself. He knew there was no, and I think that's something we've been waiting to see all season, and finally he's produced it. So hopefully a little bit of unpredictability again because it's good to see.
Yeah, we've got a couple of good halves coming here. We've got Metcalf coming. I think Metcalf and Atkinson might be the answer combined. Well, it'll be the next 2 or 3 years, 3 or 4 maybe. Hello, Spider. How are you, mate? Couchman Brothers. I was good. Better than Haas. Exactly right. They are. They will be better than. They will be better than Payne Haas. And now Toby's starting to develop an offload. So good to see.
Yep.
Well, yeah, that's a good idea. We'll swap Kyle Flanagan for no one at the Broncos. Well, what was that one? Dean Young's plans have been followed by the team, which has been different. Well, yeah, you can actually see a bit of a game plan because we're actually making meters on our sets. We're attacking our 5th place set on halfway or on their 40 or even closer.
Not like Shane Flanagan.
Our attack actually kind of clicked last week against the Broncos. What do you think happened there, Scoop?
I think under the leadership and the guidance of Dean Young, like what he said, James just had to be after Shane Flanagan got moved on by the Dragons because nothing was working for us when Shane Flanagan was the head coach. Good side match, pass hit up, 4 times in a row, and then a kick. But with Dean Young, there's just been a lot more free-flowing attacking footy.
Yeah, that's right. It has been. I think that the passes have been better. They've been more crisp from dummy half. But it's time for some of this. Well, it's actually here this week, young Billy. And there's the two sides. What are you actually looking forward to in this game, the battles and clashes?
Well, I think the local derby in general is something I always look forward to. So, no matter who's on the field, I just like to see both teams go after each other. Every single player that's on the side there. So, the big thing for me is the clash of the forward pack. I mean, AFB, Britton Nicola, Teague Wilton, Cam McInnes, all very solid players. And our forward pack is really good right now, traveling really well. So that's all big clash. But for me, the big battle is with the halves. Whoever gets better field position, the halves are going to be important because Sharks with field position, they can score quite easily. So we got to hold it down and we got to attack them. So yeah, that's going to be the big clash there as well, the halves. I think everything is pretty much big for me because the outside backs for our Dragons last week were huge, and when they're huge, we won. So we need them to keep producing that for us. I thought Sully had his best game for us this season. I thought Val obviously played his best game for us this season. So if we can get the centers their early ball, they're both powerful, strong ball runners. So yeah, we really need to go after them everywhere on the field. That's for sure.
We do, exactly right. We need to be in their faces all day. Scoop, what are you looking forward to?
I'm going to agree with the kid on this one, the forward pack.
The kid.
I think we got a much more stronger, younger, mobile forward pack compared to the Granada Gummies. I think we'll outplay them hard and hopefully give more ball to the centres and winners and the fullback to score in the corners or bash and barge our way through the middle, score tries.
I'm looking forward to this one. Echo, revenge game. He's playing against the Sharkies. They didn't want him. There's no Nico Hines. He's up against the Nawahi Peru. He played well last week. Can he back it up 2 weeks in a row? Who knows? I'm really looking forward to the middle, like you said, Bill. I think Fanil Blake and Toby Rudolph, two great forwards. Fanil Blake did not play well in Origin. Would you agree?
No, he didn't. And I'll be honest, we could have really done with anyone else.
Oh, shit.
But Big T, unfortunately, I'm going to have to leave here because I'm feeling a little bit unwell. So,
all right, Bill.
I'll finish here with my prediction for the game. And
go on.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Dragons to win this weekend, 18 to 16. And I think we will see Toby Couchman get a try. That's my prediction for this weekend. So,
sweet, mate.
Glad I could be on the podcast this week for a little bit and hopefully next week as well. So, glad to be on here, guys, tonight. And one thing left to say: come on, Dragons fans, fire up!
Yeah, mate. Thanks for joining us, mate. Go and have your Benadryl. Billy's brought to you by Benadryl this week, so go and have one of them. Good on you, Billy.
That's left to you and I now, Big T.
It is. It's always left to you and me now, mate. And we'll get towards the end. We're not far off. We're not far off. The two what?
The two troublesome bums we are.
Yeah. We're the dynamic duo. Don't you worry about that.
You're Batman, I'm Robin.
That's it, mate. Nath reckons Dragons 13 plus. But no, you're probably the Penguin. Okay, what have I got next? Lower grades. We'll go back to the team. It's a pretty stock standard side. Probably one of our best sides we can put out. So I'm happy with it. I'm happy with last week's win. You happy with last week's win, Scoop?
Yes, I was. It was
Yeah.
a long time coming.
It was a long time coming. And we talked about the score being the same for the last 3 years on Sunday. A little bit strange.
Like, like in the great words of Phil Gusgold, rugby league can be a funny game.
Can be a funny game. And also, Suncorp was our last away win. Anyway, I know where Scoop went there. He went silent
Huh?
on me. All right, the St George Illawarra Dragons, New South Wales Cup team. They're playing the Newtown Jets at Henson Park on Sunday. Tyler Peckham Harris, Tom Kirk, and Kyle Andrews on the wings. To be confirmed, and Nick Sagranis making his return. Good to see Nick back.
Yeah.
Nick
Good
Quinn, Joseph
seeing him back.
O'Neill, Harme Selle, and Jacob Webster. It is a Webster, not Weber. Jacob Webster and Halle Finu in the front row. Jared Taweek and Connor Sadler. Back row, Jacob Hallengar, who captain and locks the scrum. Dexter Grant, to be confirmed. Ryan Hutchison, Matthew Al-Hazim, Wes Pring, Ben Jackson, and Big Bad Ben Murdoch. Marcelo makes his return again, because we're running out of players. Good side, not going too bad, not going too well at the moment. I think they've lost the last few.
I'll run through the chats.
We don't need to run through the Jets because we're not worried
Not
about them.
Sharks.
Just talking about this one. They're playing the Jets at Henson Park. I think it's 3 p.m. at Henson Park. So there you go, Nathan Annie. It's an online romance there. And let's make it two in a row for Cronulla. Now the Jersey Flag side, Scoop. Do you want to run us through them? They're looking good.
Let's get it up. Sorry.
Well, that's what she said. Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, mate. So you
Okay, Lucas Borg at the back. Jesse Williams, good return last week, scored 2 tries. On one wing, Toby Rumble on the other wing, David Afu and Oliver Burton in the centres. Eden Hodges, Marley McLaren in the halves, Viliami Hikala, Isaiah Fagalillo, Leroy Weatherwall in the front row, Crichton Miafeu, Viliame Amone, Brave Plackers locks the scrum, Jackson Cahill Smith, Lachlan Weir, Brayley Carmichael, to be confirmed. He's a good player, that kid. Zachariah Nishar and Mason Phillips rounds out the, I don't know, what's that? 20, 17, whatever. Reserves. Anyway. There you go. Steve Hoppert says Dragons to win in a close one, but Toby and Dylan will both score tries. So need to control the last 10 minutes too as well. That was a tragedy. These boys are going pretty well. I think they're leading the competition.
Yeah, the Jersey Flag boys are coming. Jersey Flag, we're coming first.
Yeah.
At the top of the table.
That's lovely. Love Ali.
And knock on, we're not doing too bad, Red. For the reserves, we're coming 7th.
That's big news for Queensland. Paddy Carrigan ruled out for game 2, or is Jag just pulling my leg? I haven't seen that. I think he's pulling my leg.
No, it's been confirmed. Yeah. Carrigan's ruled out for the second game.
Did you see to be confirmed scored a hat-trick last week? Well, don't know, James. Don't know. What's my next slide? Oh, yeah, sorry. Connor Watson coming to the club, Scoop. He brings a lot of experience to us. We'll talk about him again. A lot of experience, and I hope our young blokes can learn a lot off him.
Oh, definitely. He's a great utility player. He can play lock, 5'8", halfback, fullback, centres. I think he can
He
as
can
well.
play anywhere.
He's a great utility for us.
And coming from a good place
System.
too. Good system coming from the
Roosters.
Roosters. And he reckons the Dragons by 20. Four players there. Toby, Ryan, Kyle, and Leeds to score tries. Thanks, Annie. Thanks for telling me. I believe you. I won't believe Jag. Shibasaki out too. Out for the series. Oh, no. We're in trouble now. No Shibs, no Paddy Carrigan. But we'll talk about that in a couple of weeks' time. They pick them after next weekend, don't they?
Yes.
And our boys don't get a chance to prove themselves because we've got to buy. Hey?
Well, the
Our
Dragons
boys don't get a chance to go out there one last chance to prove themselves that they're state of origin worthy.
No.
I'm just kidding, Scoop. None of our players will make state of origin.
No.
Too funny. Yeah, it takes a little pressure off Little. He can play in the halves, he can play in the hooker, he can play in a few places, so it'll be good. It'll be good. All right. What are we up to? Don't forget, if you comment, your name will go into the draw for a $75 gift voucher. One comment, one entry per show. So if you comment, you get one entry. Injury scoop. Little question mark. He's been named. We're not really sure about whether he's been in the last few weeks, so we're not really sure whether he's going to play. It's one of those things. It's sort of a day-to-day thing for him, I think.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see by kickoff what the news will be on Little.
Yeah.
And the side's going to look.
Gutho calf injury needs to be tested. They're saying he's playing. Whether he plays or not, we won't know. Fale hammy to be confirmed. Buchanan shoulder still out after coming back from that serious head knock a number of weeks ago. Reed's out with his finger. Sua's been named. But he's coming back from a calf injury. So whether he'll be named or not. And CT had a hamstring problem. Don't know when he'll be back.
I think we're the least hit for injuries so far.
Yeah. Sides picked on Monday. There you go. Wires have the bye. Okay, Wires have the bye. Thanks, Jess. Another Val double. Another Val double. Me up the Queensland side with Shibasaki being out, of course. Okay, have you got a good, bad, and ugly this week, Scoop?
Yes, I do, Big T.
Hang on. I better play this then. There you go, buddy. Take it over.
Would you like the good news first or the bad news first?
Well, it's called good, bad, and ugly. Let's do it that way.
All right. For the good news for this week, the Penrith Panthers upset over the Warriors. It was a nail-biter game, just from beginning to end. The Warriors, I think, were in the lead within 10 before the last 10 minutes of the match before the Panthers triumphed home to beat the Warriors 20-18. The Brisbane Broncos lose to the bottom of the table. Dragons in a nail-biting contest. And the ugly, the Bulldogs. At the moment, their side's not clicking. Can their side click, or will there be mass changes at the Bulldogs next year?
You got that all confused, Scoop. It should have been the Dragons beat the Broncos on the weekend. Beautiful game of football, 30-26. Nearly lost it in the end. And the ugly was the way the Warriors got beat by the Panthers, putting the Panthers 4 points clear at the top. And you can keep your ugly.
It's not your segment, Big T. Move on.
Well, there we go. That was the good, the bad, and the ugly. You can work out who the good, the bad, and the ugly is out of those three mugs. 3 mugs there. As we come to the end of the show, mathematically we still make the 8, but it's going to take, I think, 12 wins out of 14. So it's going to be a tough one. We just said that before, Jess. You're about 5 minutes too late. If he scores a double, he'll come back into the Queensland squad. They're still going on about that. That was ancient history, mate. We don't talk about that shit anymore. That's gone. That's backwards. All right, let's run through the other games. The games this week. Seagulls and Rabbits on Thursday night, Scoop. What do you reckon? Still going.
Some good key-ins for the Rabbitohs. They've got Brandon Smith coming back, Cam Murray, Campbell Graham, David Fafita. I'm going to have to say the Rabbitohs by 12 to 14 points.
Well, I'm going to go opposite there. I'm going to go the Eagles at 4 Pines Park. And they're back there. So, Storm and Knights.
Storm and Knights. Storm have not many key-ins. Knights. The only key out that the Knights have is Sandon Smith. I'm going to have to go Melbourne on this one. I think they're going to be a bit too good against the Newcastle Knights. Melbourne by 12.
I want to go Knights. They'll just beat the Storm because the Storm are crap. Roosters and Raiders.
Raiders, the key-ins they've got is Jaden Brayley and Kobe Black could be set to make his NRL debut. And the Roosters, key-in is Marky Mark.
Mark Lawanganut Tawase.
I'm going to have to go with Roosters on this one.
Roosters and Raiders. Yeah, I think I'm going to be the first one. Like the first time this round, I'm going to agree with you. I think the Roosters might have this one on Friday night. Cowboys and Dolphins up at Queensland Bank Stadium, or whatever it's called up there. Horseshoe Stadium.
Key in for the Cowboys, Ruben Cotter. And the key-ins for Dolphins, Yahazmal Tabal-Fido, Herbie Farnworth, Cody Nicarima, Max Plaff, Cobo, and Flickler. I'm going to have to go to Dolphins on this one.
Oh, I'm going to go Cowboys up there at Queensland Stadium. I think they'll be too strong. They've been looking good last few weeks. Broncos and Titans up at Suncorp. I think this one is at. It's up there somewhere.
All right. Some key-ins for the Broncos. 0. Big outs for the Broncos. Emmett Shibasaki and Paddy Carrigan. Key-ins for the Titans. Big Tino for Sulmali.
Just call him Tino, mate. Just call him Tino.
And Jojo Fafito. I'm going to have to go Broncos on this one. Even with two
Broncos. I'm going Broncos as well.
With two big outs.
Because we need the Titans to lose. So we can hand them wooden spoon by the end of the season. Tigers, they won last week against the Panthers. Panthers had a good win against the Warriors. This game, it could be at Leichhardt, it could be at Campbelltown, I don't know. It could be at Parramatta, it could be anywhere for West Tigers.
It's at Parramatta.
Well, there you go.
For the Tigers, Alex Twile and Sio Fanu. And key-ins for the Panthers, Brian Do'o, Isaiah, and Nathan Cleary. I'm going to go Panthers by 10 to 12 points.
10 to 12. I'm going Panthers as well. I think they'll be too strong with those boys back. They were too strong last week against the Warriors with the reserve grade side, so they're going to be too strong this week. And the Bulldogs and the Eels on Monday, King's birthday, long weekend game. What's happening here?
Keying for the Sharks, for the Bulldogs, sorry, not Sharks. Keying for the Bulldogs, you've got Connor Tracy, Marcelo Montoya, and Sean Sullivan. No outs, not really for the Bulldogs. The key-ins for Parramatta Squirrels is Riley Smith. I'm gonna have to go with Parramatta. If the Bulldogs don't click, I reckon Parramatta will beat them on the King's birthday.
They both got outs, they both got ins. It's going to be a tough one. In a close one, I'm going to go begrudgingly say the Bulldogs over Parramatta because we also need them to lose so we can hand them the wooden spoon at the end of the season. The Warriors have the bye. That's a tough game every week. It's normally spent at the bar doing this. And I don't think I've got anything else to bring up. New South Wales Cup at Henson Park, Jersey Flag. They actually played before our game at Ocean Protect Stadium against the Sharks. Before we go anywhere, we've got
all right, Dragons fans. Before we rip into this week's game, let's talk about a local business that absolutely knows how to get the job done. If you're running a warehouse, moving locations, upgrading your storage, or staring down the barrel of a lease make good, you need the team at Complete Warehouse Solutions. These guys aren't some big city outfit who don't know the area. They're family owned, based right here in Lake Illawarra, servicing the Illawarra and beyond. And when they say complete, they mean complete. New warehouse fit out, they'll measure it, design it, supply it, and install your pallet racking and shelving properly. Safe, compliant, and built to last. Relocating, they'll dismantle your racking, transport it, and rebuild it at the new site so you're back up and running faster than a Dragon's backline shift. End of lease and the landlord wants it back to bare bones? No dramas. They'll strip it out, repair it, repaint it, clean it, leave it looking like you were never there. And here's the smart bit. They even buy back quality used racking and storage systems. So instead of wasting money, you might actually put some back in your pocket. It's tough work, it's hands-on, it's industrial, and it's done by locals who take pride in doing it right. So if your warehouse needs muscle, experience, and a team that won't muck you around, get onto Complete Warehouse Solutions. Because just like the Dragons, when the pressure's on, you want the right team beside you. Complete Warehouse Solutions, your one-stop shop for getting the job done.
Well, there you go. It's Complete Warehouse Solutions .com. See Jeff at Complete Warehouse Solutions, completews.com.au, 4257 1930 or 0417 223 409. And that's Jeff at completews.com.au. Well, there you go. That's a piece of paper I read off every week. Do we have anything else, Scoob? I think that's it.
No, I think that's it.
Connor Watson predictions. We've got to do predictions. What's your predictions for the game?
My anytime try score, Toby Couchman, Dragons by 4 to 6 points.
Dragons. I reckon Dragons by 4 to 6. I hope it's 4 to 6 anyway. A good night to everybody that's joined us, everybody that watches us every week. We love yous all. We love all our panelists when they come on, and we're getting them to kick up the arse this week to get them onto the show. All right, we got the Sharkies on Sunday at Shark Park. As Billy said, it's always going to be Shark Park to me. But what can I say? I tell your mum about the show. Red V's a part of me. Dragons for life. And come on, Dragons fans!
Fans, fire!
Fire up!
So no one told you that the mad dragons have their say. The tales are wild, they're lost, they never ever sway. It's like they're always on a roller coaster ride. They'll talk about the game, the players, the score, the goals, and all of the tries. And I'll tune in for you when the dragons start to soar, like I've done times before. I'll tune in for you, cause you're there for me too. The Mad Dragon Vodcast is the place to be. With stories and adventures, it's all you'll ever need. Your friends warned you that there'd be fun like this, but they didn't tell you how much fun you'd have and never wanna miss. I'll tune in for you when the dragons start to soar, like I've done times before. I'll tune in for you, cause you're there for me too. Your friends warned you that there'd be fun like this, but did they tell you how much fun you'd have and never wanna miss? Tune in for you when the dragons start to soar, like I've done times before. I'll tune in for you, cause you're there for me too.